But let's talk about Leighton, man.
Sure.
Because I saw him brought up, man. Obviously, we had said we wanted to get on that anyways. I just figured, man, right now, what time is better than the present? We're already talking about little speculation elements and stuff like that. But Leighton Vander Esch, was he first round draft pick 3 years ago, if I remember correctly? Was it 3 years ago?
2018 was his rookie year.
Yeah, so 18.
Time's flying, man.
It is, man. It is. Was he first team All Pro Bowler as a rookie, right?
Pro Bowler,
Pro Bowler as a rookie?
Bowler, but his stats were crazy.
Yeah, and then he hurt the following 2 years, if I remember correctly.
Yep, 9 games and then 10 games.
Yeah, dealing with a neck injury on top of that neck stinger. Yeah, I like him as a player. This is the thing, like healthy Leighton is a top 5 linebacker in this league. Problem is trying to keep him healthy, and my only concern with him is this. I remember Antonio Pierce. So you remember with the Giants defense when they beat the Patriots, he was their middle linebacker. I think it was like number 59 or something like that.
I remember.
He was a beast. He could get it done. He started having neck issues, and that ultimately cut his career short. I mean, he could have played a couple more years easily, but the neck was ultimately what debilitated him. And when I think of the inside linebacker position, every time when it's time for contact, you need that part. Like, you play a position where you're coming downhill and you're typically the smaller defender or the smaller person in these collisions, and you have to use your head, you have to use your neck, your hands, shoulders, and stuff like that. So knowing that that's been the element for him, it does make me a little hesitant about him. And I would also want to see the asking price. But if it was, something super duper affordable, we didn't have to give up a resource, more so if they just let him walk, release them. I like the flyer. I don't want to give up anything from him being injured the way that he is. No matter how dynamic he is, he falls into the Sean Lee category for me. Sean Lee was a great player. Sean Lee, you can make a case, man, if he's healthy, man, he's going to be a top 5, top 10 linebacker in the league, right? But the problem was he couldn't stay healthy for long periods of time. And the problem with that is it kills you from a preparation standpoint. If I'm game planning for you, Deke, to be out here 90% of the snaps, all my packages include you for 90% of the snaps, and you get out there and you only play 10% of these snaps, I'm killed. I'm dead. Now I'm hoping that this guy can pick up and do the things that I've designed specifically for you because of your athletic ability, your mental, capability and things like that. Now I'm trying to plug and play on the fly. I don't like that scenario.
Yeah, we saw it with James Conner at running back, but then also even a couple times last year at inside linebacker too. I remember the Washington game specifically. Spillane gets hurt halftime. All of a sudden, their running backs just going off left and right, and that wasn't happening when Spillane was in. So I don't know if it was exactly the same exact situation. What do you think of fit then? Him, Devin Bush. Do you think he all of a sudden he comes in if he's healthy? Like that's the tandem.
Trust me, if Leighton is next to Devin, you can make the case that Leighton is the better linebacker right now.
Okay.
If Leighton is healthy, Leighton has something that Devin doesn't have in terms of a full year, the productivity, the Pro Bowl, and things like that.
And you got size too.
No, for a fact, like Leighton is a dog. Like for me, going back a couple years, my favorite linebackers during that time of the younger group, not your Bobby Wagners and things like that, but I'm still a big fan of Darius Leonard. You hear me talk about him all the time. And Leighton Vander Esch. Those were the two guys that were supposed to be the next Bobby Wagner and Luke Kuechly. Funny, when you think about just the Bobby Wagner, Luke Kuechly, that whole dynamic, and then you get the same thing with these younger guys a decade later. It's like, dang, man, it's circle of life right here. Yeah. It's like, for real, like we got the same, like literally it's the exact same. But when you look at Leighton early in his career when he's healthy, man, like the dude could fly. He's physical. He can scrape over the top. He's smart. He can cover. Like he checks all those boxes. That's what made him and Jalen Smith down in Dallas so dynamic, right? And that's why Jalen ended up getting paid after that. Man, Jalen played better when he was next to Leighton when Leighton was healthy. That's what Leighton brings. So if Leighton is here and he's healthy, you can make a case, like I said, Leighton will be the alpha. Leighton will be the green dot guy, and Devin will be Robin. But with Leighton's injury history, that's the part where it's different. And I still don't know how confident I would be knowing that he's coming off of a neck and Devin's coming off of ACL, and then those two being my guys.
That'd be a great flyer to take, though, because it's not like we're losing anyone. We already have the linebackers we have in-house, and he would just... It would just be a flyer. It'd be like kind of the Haskins thing. It'd be low risk, potential high reward.
As long as if he's released or a free agent, I love it.
What about a 4th or higher?
Is he worth it? Yes. But my fear is buyer's remorse. We give up a 3rd round pick for him, and he's playing well the first couple of games. Dominant. Looks like he's supposed to look, and then the neck issue comes back up. I feel like that would be a loss for us right there. Like, I don't feel as now. Granted, we will have more comp picks coming in because of the people who've left through free agency, so that could play into it as well, right? We know we're gonna get some picks coming back, so that part, sure. If you feel like, man, we're gonna get 2 comp picks in the 3rd or 2 comps in the 4th, we don't mind giving away one of these. If that's the case, sure. But if that's not the case, I'm cool on it, baby.
So they didn't pick up his 5th-year option.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that would transfer over anyway.
Yeah, if they would have, then if we were going to trade for him, we would have had to pick up that same exact contract, and then from there we would be on the hook for that guaranteed money. Similar like with Minka. Remember how when Minka at the time the option wasn't even in play because he was, I think, after his rookie year. But if it had already been picked up, then obviously that money we would have to been on the books for, unless they said they wanted to take it.
So I don't know what they're looking to do at linebacker because they just drafted Micah Parsons, Jalen Smith.
You know what they doing at linebacker? Micah Parsons is the guy.
It's saying I'm looking at this depth chart, but in their defense they got to have 3 linebackers out there, 4-3.
But they
have later Vander Esch, but then they also have Keanu Neal. I guess they just signed.
Yeah, convert him
they
from
drafted Jabril Cox, so maybe they are thinking about getting him out of there. I mean, that's why these rumors are happening.
When they drafted Micah Parsons, Dad said, "Bro, Leighton's gone." Because even though we talk about 3 linebacker sets, it's no different when we talk about base defense for the Pittsburgh Steelers. How often are we actually in base 3-4 defense, and how often are we in sub package 2 linebackers on the field? So yes, on paper, defensive scheme for them, they are a 4-3 team, right? But they're going to be in sub package ball. Everybody plays sub package. You have to play sub package ball. You sit out there with 3 linebackers you want to when we putting out here. Oh, Juju's in the slot. You want that linebacker working on that? You better put a receiver. You better put a corner out there. Put a safety over there. Come on, baby. But
I would love this move.
If he's healthy, that's my thing. The same way you felt about Julio, I saw how you were trying to like gauge your heart. You didn't want to open up. You were like, it ain't gonna work. I don't think it fit. I don't like him anyways. Well, he 32.
Claypool gonna be better than him anyway.
He too quiet anyways. We got Claypool. Okay. We got Spillane. Okay. We got Vince. Okay. But for me, like, I'm trying to guard my heart because I'm nervous. I'm like, I want to open up and be like, yes, Leighton, please come join the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Like, just imagine him and Bush.
Like, I love his game. I do. But knowing what it could look like in terms of I'm not emotionally available for another James Conner situation right now. That's what I'm trying to convey to you. You know how like you get out of that long relationship, it was a little toxic. You had that relationship, it was toxic, a little back and forth, and you just like, yo, I need to work on me right now. I just got done with an injury situation. Sure. I need to work on me right now. Okay, I got to build my trust back up.
And this is linebackers too, so this will probably hit even harder. Home. Yeah.
Listen, I love James, so I was very like, I'm not gonna get on James. James is my guy. Like, I can't do it. LBs though, I hold it's a different level of intensity how I look at that spot, and I don't want to do that to him. I can't do that today. I can't.
I'd love it if we took the chance though.
I'm not opposed to it though.